to let you know there are such issues that we have handled over the last 1.5 years. As Deputy Governor, I will raise any issues I see with my boss, the governor. I don't have to speak these kind of issues in public because I will be undermining the same government in which I serve. And so I have restrained myself over this period that I do not want to take part in undermining the government which I'm associated with. Now here they are. You have been here as media houses. We have had issues of excessive drivers than we need, first issue. And we ran with that in our first days in government. Does anyone know how that story ended about excess drivers? Was the pledge to assign the excess drivers into other new dockets? We left that story hanging. It was a story talked over, but left hanging. Nobody else was assigned to prosecute the same to its logical conclusion, to have value for the money that we pay the drivers whom are considered to be excess in the Kisii County government. We came to the issue of ghost workers. It was a talk of long time, in recent days, where my governor, and I want to believe it is in good faith, that he persistently talked about the ghost workers in Kisii County government. Initially, governor came up with 1,300 or about there. Finally, there was creation of some kind of investigation. An institution was hired to come and conduct head count for the public servants, so that we are able to discover who are the ghost workers, and if they exist, where are they? And if so, we save the county from wasteful spending of resources that we pay ghost workers, and therefore put the resources into good use. We followed this matter. The governor remained having information from the investigators until a time when finally there was a list of 740 people whom the governor had earmarked for removal from the payroll. If you removed a person, any employee from the payroll, what does that mean? That person has been sacked. Removal from the payroll means sacking. And so that list came. It was given to the county secretary with instructions to have the director of human resource in the county drop those 740. I attempted to talk to the governor. This is not enough investigation to remove employees from the payroll before we call them to give their report on where they have been if they have not been on duty. When there was noise all over, after the list was released to the public through social media, the governor again instructed not to have that 740, list of 740 removed, not one name. Of course, we had spent money to pay for the team that investigated who were the genuine employees, who were not. Now we had the talk of all the time, ghost workers, a list has come. We realized it is a hot matter before the public out there. Then we retract the action, and then the instructions I had was, can we now write show cause letters to those 740 Those were the last instructions I had about the ghost workers. Before that took place, everything went quiet. The ghost worker story was left hanging. So I've told you, excess drivers left hanging. Ghost workers, the story is left hanging. Nobody's talking about it. We are still paying all the people. The question is, does Kisii County government have ghost workers or not? And if they existed, who takes responsibility for the 1.5 years they are in the payroll without us taking action? If they existed, we needed to drop them. If they didn't, we come out clear, tell the public that we have done scrutiny and we do not get anyone labeled as a ghost worker. It is our responsibility as leaders to make the public clear about any statement we commit ourselves to. 3, we picked an issue with pending bills, and we said all of the pending bills of 1.2, 1.3 billion was hot air. Then we embarked on a team to audit the pending bills. Who did their job, concluded, gave us the genuine pending bills to be paid, and the eligible pending bills to be paid, ineligible bills for further investigation, and the others to be dropped from any kind of payment or any kind of negotiation. Now, the committee we created to investigate gave us a report in public at the study. We have been at the point of paying, not paying. We had set aside 231 million to pay the eligible pending bills. And that may be around May last year. And so we allocated money to this business, 231 million, yet to date we have been able to spend or pay to a tune of 112 million. We have a balance of 119 million to pay, yet we have no reason why we have not paid the same to the contractors who deserve their